What makes work actually satisfying is the purpose behind it. It's the reason why you are doing it. I found that again and again in life with so many different things. So, for example, with the gym, I only really found it to feel satisfying in the end when I felt that what I'm doing is really meaningful. Like, it will help me gain confidence in myself and become more attractive and all of these different things. And I actually kind of linked the activity of the gym, like let's say doing chest flies or whatever, directly with the result that I wanted. So it sounds kind of like an obvious thing, right? Okay, chest flies are gonna give me bigger pecs. They're gonna give me bigger pectoral muscles. That's like a duh kind of thing. But if you actually try this, like when you're kind of doing mindlessly those whatever exercises, and I don't know, thinking something like, okay, this is boring or this is just hard or whatever stuff, then you will just feel very drained and probably unmotivated. But when you're actually thinking about how this activity that you're doing right now is gonna lead you to your goal, then immediately you're gonna feel more satisfaction and more motivation for it. And the same thing with, for me, making these videos. Like, whatever you want to create, you're creating it for some reason. Maybe it's not like really a practical thing for you, maybe you just want to express or whatever, but I think you will anyway have some kind of idea in mind of what it's gonna be or what it's gonna be like, or just why you're doing it, right? And really just connecting with that why, connecting with the purpose behind your work, I think that's what makes it satisfying and what gives you motivation. That's what I found anyway. And it's also what is giving me inspiration to make some content. So it's giving me like the ideas of what I could do is when I connect with that why. So for me, in my case, making these videos, for me the purpose has to be helping people. Otherwise, this just feels very hollow and meaningless. And like, why? Because the act itself, like recording myself or something and talking to a camera, it's not something I would ever want to do in itself. So what makes it appealing to me is the idea that I could actually really help people with what I've learned and share myself and make a living from that and actually get closer to my goals. Like that then feels more exciting to me, to think, okay, I can help people online on my own terms, and yeah, I can get money for that. That's exciting. So you know what I mean? And yeah, really same thing with all other types of work that I've done, as I've noticed again and again that it's really not what you do. It's just why you're doing it. So in my case, that's been that when I was working for some whatever corporation that I felt no connection to and nothing, it always drained me, and I always dreaded getting up in the morning. And of course at work I would just only be wishing that it was finally over so I can go home. And you know, of course work is not always gonna be like feeling easy and or like, I don't know, motivating or whatever, but in my experience it was always when I was helping somebody, especially like when I was working for some friend or something, that I never really struggled with motivation. Like even though I felt like I don't want to do this, like really this is so whatever. I'm trying to swear less in these videos now, like thinking about the monetization aspect. So but yeah, when I really just felt bad about the whole thing and didn't want to do it, the thing that motivated me was always just, okay, well, this is important because I can really help my friend with this. Like I can really make an impact here. That kind of feeling. And I guess that's like another way to put it is like when you know the impact that you're making. That's like another way of saying when you know your reason why you're doing it, when you know the purpose behind your work. So the impact would be, okay, I'm changing my life for the better. I'm getting closer to my goals, closer to the lifestyle that I want to live. I'm helping my friend. I'm making an impact here in my community or whatever it might be. Or like even like I said at the beginning with the gym, you just know that, okay, doing these chest flies is gonna grow my pectoral muscles. Like for me, it was that simple. And at the time when I was going to the gym, I was going for like 5 to 7 hours every day. And of course, that's not gonna be me like doing like at that like length, at that duration. Of course, like when you have 5 to 7 hours in the gym every single day, then of course you're not gonna go to like extreme exhaustion. But like I was just covering a lot of different exercises and doing a lot of like rehab and prehab and all of these good things like body weight exercises and stuff and stretches and everything. And yeah, it made a big difference. And that's like just how I got that motivation, because it's not like, you know, of course I struggle with motivation to go to the gym and all these things, but that's really what I found is like the biggest thing is when you're directly linking what you are doing or what you're planning to do with the purpose or the reason why you're doing it. And that's what makes work feel satisfying for me. Yeah, I still struggle with this, of course. It's not always easy. It's not like a instant fix necessarily for everything, although it could be. But yeah, sometimes maybe you have to really reflect on what is actually important to you and what you like, and you know, your past experiences and why you enjoyed something and why not. But that's what I found, is that it's not really what you're doing, it's just really why you're doing it that matters, and which is what will kind of impact how you feel about it, how you feel about doing it. So yeah, anyway, I hope this helps you. Let me know if it did, and let me know your thoughts in general, especially about work, how you feel about like the motivation, what gives you the motivation, and all of these things. I'm curious to hear like how you're managing your life in that sense. So tell me all about that. Yeah, other than that, as always, take care and see you in the next one. Bye bye.